Hey Aquarius, I'm here to do your tarot reading for your birthday month, the month of February 2020. So for your spread, you have a lot of twos here. So this is going to mean that you're feeling like a lot is going on this month, like you're having to make a lot of major life-altering decisions, and you're also feeling like you're at the precipice of some things in your life, that crossroads, that feeling of having to make choices and having to juggle everything. Now, in a love reading, this is going to mean that you are going to actually have at least two options, two major options that you're going to be able to decide between. However, those two options are going to be the crossroads that you're going to feel that sense of confusion from, okay? So just go into it knowing that, and that way you can approach it in a way where it's not so overwhelming, and you can just take a step back and then kind of weigh your options. Make a pros and cons list if you even have to do that. Should I stay with this person, or what's the pros and cons of this person, in comparison to the other person, that kind of thing. Now, the energy for you this month, for your birthday month, I'm sensing here towards the beginning of the month, the beginning to the middle of the month, you're going to want to take a step back. You're going to want to kind of be in hermit mode. You're going to feel a little bit overwhelmed. You're going to feel like you want everything to kind of just slow down and take a breather and pause. But this is where it's going to start speeding up. Towards the end of February is when you're going to start getting a lot more energy, and you're going to start moving forward with someone. However, there is definitely an individual here that you're going to be dealing with that is making you feel upside down in a lot of ways. They're making you feel emotionally, going back and forth, back and forth. This is showing up towards the end of February, okay, because you have Temperance reversed. You also have the Four of Swords on top of this. And this means that you're going to tell this person that you literally need some time to yourself. You literally need some time to think things over and to kind of pull back from the situation. And it doesn't mean that you're going to stop seeing this person, but it does mean that there's going to be a breaking of communication, at least for a little bit, whether it's for a few days or a week. There's going to be a pause in communication and that need to kind of pull back from this individual that is making you feel upside down or making you feel emotionally out of whack, okay? So let's get into your spread here, Aquarius, and happy birthday. So in your overall energy, you have the Knight of Cups and the Queen of Cups clarifying this. This is obviously a water sign. This is someone, if they're not a water sign, regardless of what their sign is, they have a lot of love for you. This is someone that is coming through as being very emotional for you. This is someone that is likely going to be expressing the amount of love that they have for you. But on the flip side of this, you're coming through as being in that Two of Pentacles energy, which is feeling like I'm not sure exactly how to deal with this person. Like you're going back and forth in your mind. And also for others of you, you may have two different choices in love. And I'm seeing fire and I'm also seeing water signs for you, okay? For a small percentage of you, it could be an earth sign as well. Now, you're really working on yourself this month, Aquarius. You have the Eight of Pentacles here also. It's almost like you're juggling your love life with your finances or your schooling or your work, and you're really trying to plant your own roots, and you're really trying to climb the ladder and better yourself. You're working on yourself. You're working on something that you've been growing for a while. You're working on your business, you're working on, getting that degree or getting that promotion or just bettering your life in general and growing as a person. Now, this is where your focus is. And that would make sense because it is your birthday month. So you're really focused on self. But this person does very much want your attention. So that's where there's going to be a splitting of minds, where you're going to be diverted to have to pay attention to this person that obviously wants your attention on them and wants you to take them out on dates and, just show them the love that they are feeling for you internally. Now, this person, Aquarius, they're coming through as being very loving, and they're coming through as being someone that is genuine, someone that really does have your best interest at heart. They're not coming through in a reverse position. They're not showing signs of manipulation or negativity. However, there is like another individual here that is really stressing you out emotionally. Or it could be that the very idea of dealing with this person that really cares about you is what is stressing you out, okay? It's going to be different for each of you, but there's just this energy of feeling like just so much is on your plate and you're not really sure if you want to take all of it on at once. And at the bottom of the deck, this is what's really interesting about your spread, Aquarius. You have the Wheel of Fortune reversed, but in this depiction, it's like a compass that's upside down. So it's about feeling like you're not sure which direction to go in, and that's the main energy that I'm sensing throughout your entire spread. All these twos are pointing to having to make a very tough decision, not knowing exactly which direction to go in, and feeling the pressure of that. And you have been in hermit mode because you have the Hermit in your energy. However, it's reversed. So towards the end of February, you're going to be coming out of the cave. You're going to be coming out of your shell. You're going to, have the gas in your tank, so to speak, after feeling like you've been on empty for a while. You also have the Knight of Swords on top of this, and this is your element. So you're going to be feeling like you're coming out of the gate swinging, like you're just racing out of the gate of hibernation. You're kind of done hibernating. But you do have the Ace of Cups here, so it's almost like this is the fire that's being lit. This is the fire that's kind of, pushing you out of this sense of hermit mode. Because there's someone here that, like I said, has a lot of love for you. Ace of Cups and Knight of Cups, Queen of Cups. And it's almost like you're not really mentally ready for this when it actually happens. And that's where the overwhelming feeling is coming from. But you're going to get ready for it towards the end of February, okay? You also have the Wheel of Fortune on top of your Ace of Cups, which is beautiful. These are two major arcanas. This is huge energy coming towards you. It's almost like a new opportunity in love, or the amount of love that this person is feeling towards you is making you feel like you've hit some kind of an emotional jackpot or lottery with this person. But I'm getting the feeling that this is how this other person feels about you also. Like they're seeing you as someone that is everything that they want, and they're getting really excited about you. I'm also seeing here, Aquarius, towards the end of February, that's where your sense of direction is going to start coming back online. That's where you're going to start really getting clarity on where you're going. So if you feel very confused right now, just know that that's part of the process, because that energy is being transmuted towards the end of your birthday month, okay? So towards the beginning of your timeline, you have the Chariot reversed. It's almost like you hit pause on something, like you stopped something in its tracks. And in a love reading, that's like going rogue, ghosting someone, or just saying, I need my time, or putting a halt to something altogether. Like someone was just not doing it for you, so you decided to put a stop to that situation. So you literally pressed pause on your love life towards the beginning of February. And you felt like everything was just moving in slow motion, or like you were just running in quicksand. And it was really frustrating, or it's going to feel that way, because we're talking about the beginning of February, okay? But again, you have the Two of Pentacles here as well. So it's about change. It's about making this choice. And there's a lot of things up in the air. As you can see here, the Two of Pentacles is here as well. And there's two balls in the air, being thrown up in the air. And this is about the yin and yang, the good and the bad, and having things kind of at that standstill phase where things are up in the air. And again, this is about change. So the decisions that you're making right now is going to lead to major changes in your life. And you're sensing this energy. You're sensing this huge energy coming towards you. And that's why you feel overwhelmed right now because you can sense that something big is coming. You can sense the importance of this decision. You also have adjustment right next to this, making huge adjustments in your life. And this is also the Justice card. So just know that you're going to make the right decision, even if right now you feel like you don't know which decision that is. Because again, you have the Wheel of Fortune in the upright position in your energy, along with this Ace of Cups moment for you. So you are making the right choice when this choice presents itself. And that choice is going to be different for each of you, but the choice is going to be presented to you in a way that is obvious. And then you're going to know exactly what to do as the days and the weeks progress this month, okay? Now, you're also coming out of a period not only of hermit mode, but you're coming out of a period of feeling like you have to be defensive or guarding yourself, guarding your heart. You have the Nine of Wands reversed here. It's almost like someone really hurt you because with the Chariot being reversed, you put a stop to something altogether because you felt like you had to kind of barricade yourself away emotionally. And then you started working on yourself here with your Eight of Pentacles and your Two of Pentacles. And you've remained really strong through this. And towards the middle of February, you're going to notice how far you've come emotionally when it comes to your own inner sense of strength, because you have strength here as your major arcana in the middle of your timeline, and you also have the Prince of Swords on top of this. Again, that's you, Aquarius. And as you can see in this depiction, it's a man on a chariot holding 2 pentacles on his back. And there's actually 3 people in front of him that he has on reins. So it's like the people that were holding you down emotionally, you're feeling like the bigger person because of how you handled the situation. And for some of you, this has not happened yet. This is going to be, again, the middle of February's energy. You're going to be in the driver's seat, Aquarius. Whereas before you felt like you weren't. I feel like this has to do with choices in love. So kind of being the one that is suddenly making the choice or being in the power position. Whereas before you may have been the option, or you were the one that felt like you were out of control with a certain person. And now you're directing the situation. You're calling the shots and you're taking it down the path that you want to take it down. The sense of 2 is very, very strong. I keep getting this message of 2 options, 2 roads to go down. Having to make a very important choice this month in love, okay? And it's almost giving me the feeling of having to make a choice between what is really right for you, what is really good for you, what is going to keep you emotionally feeling healthy. With Temperance being reversed here, you have this chance to kind of enter into something with someone that makes you feel emotionally out of sorts again. There's like one person in particular, and I don't feel like it's necessarily the one that is coming through with tons of love for you. It's almost giving me the feeling of someone else, like someone that you've been dealing with for a while, someone from your past, that makes you feel the sense of lack or the sense of emotional out of control energy. You are pulling your energy, you're pulling your swords out of the situation, and you're going silent on that person in order to bring yourself back to an emotional state of balance. Towards the end of February, there is this sense of impatience as well, because it's like you start running, you start charging ahead with the 6 of Swords here, and the Princess of Swords, also your energy. You're going to be feeling a lot of mental agitation when it comes to wanting things to happen a lot faster than they actually are physically manifesting. And that's because of the amount of effort and energy that you've been planting and you've been putting forward in your own life. Again, 8 of Pentacles. So when you make this choice in your love life, things are going to start happening very fast. And you're going to want to push things forward very fast. Because it's like you've been sleeping throughout January. You've really been able to rest and recharge, and then all of a sudden you wake up and you're just raring to go. Now, that kind of energy is going to make this other person feel like their head is barely above water trying to keep up with you, because as you can see in this image here, this woman has her head just barely above the water. And I feel like this is very symbolic of the amount of emotion this person has for you. Now let's cut the deck. Let me see what's underneath this. 10 of Pentacles. Someone wants a relationship with you, Aquarius. This is someone that either you haven't spoken to for a while, or it's like now that you've come out of hiding, now that you've come out of that respite period, they're seeing you as someone that they really want to be with. King of Swords, there you are again, Aquarius, that's you. 2 of Cups, wow, that's a lot of love. You have a relationship coming, someone that again wants the 10 of Pentacles with you. But it's almost like someone feels, yeah, 4 of Wands, that's a relationship. Someone feels like they've been on hold. Someone's still thinking about the past, and I feel like it may be you, Aquarius. 7 of Wands, yes, because you've had to really kind of go away for a while emotionally, because you've had to get your justice back. You've had to weigh your options, justice, the scales. You've had to, you know, really decide what you want, Queen of Swords reversed, because it's almost like, yeah, 5 of Swords. It's almost like you've come out of a period where you're just so tired. 8 of Pentacles, yeah, you're so tired from working and from, you know, making, you know, yourself better and like putting your life back on track from the past. And then, you know, there's this other person that wants to be in a relationship with you. Right now, that may be very scary, and you may feel the urge to ghost them or to just go silent on them, because their energy, their emotion is so strong. It may scare you off at first. However, towards the end of February here, I'm seeing that it's all systems go, because it's almost like the love is going to hit you from this person, and you're going to want to start things very, very quickly and, you know, charge forward as, you know, the Princess of Swords, the Prince of Swords, Knight of Swords, all these sword energies. You're going to be feeling really mentally clear, so mentally clear that it's like your emotions may have a hard time getting a hold of you, whether it's good emotions or bad emotions. You may have a hard time really feeling the depth of something because you're being so cerebral right now. And the past does seem to be coming around or haunting you. And we'll get into that in your romance spread, so stay tuned towards the end of this reading for the preview of that. And also, I'll get into your oracle cards as well over on Patreon for the extended. So thank you again so much for listening, Aquarius, and happy birthday. I love you all so much. I'll talk to you very soon. Bye-bye. They're seeing you as someone who's a little bit hard to get. So they're keeping an open mind with you. It's like they are trying to figure you out and they're not giving up. They're intrigued and also a little bit scared, a little bit intimidated.